Hello, all of you beautiful, wonderful people. Thank you so much for coming today to another day of the Daily Antidote of Song, where we are singing from our own spaces, wherever they may be around the globe. I am currently still sitting at Pinewoods Camp in Plymouth, Mass. Happy to be here in the place where we would often be hosting CDSS's family camp here, Family Week camp here. And we are not, of course, hosting that this year because of vaccinations and viruses and other things. So we are bringing to you the family camp experience and the CDSS camp experience here in our virtual space. So happy to be singing with you here today and to be singing with Elvie Miller and Myrn and Dervla, who have been co-hosting with me this week. Well, at least Mom has, and who was the co-programmer of this week and who's a fabulous person. And Elvie, I'm really glad you're here today. Before we get started, I'm gonna say hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Everybody help me. Hello, Facebook Live. Really glad you've joined us today. And hellos, of course, to everybody who's here in our space with us today. So hello to Aaron, who's running tech for us. Hi, Aaron. And Amanda coming in from Michigan with maybe Miles hiding in the background. Hello. Hi, Dan in Virginia. Nice to see your smile today. And Susan in Ohio. Hello. And Deborah. Hello. And Al. So Deborah's in Kentucky and has sent us a very house picture. Very exciting. Al on his guitar. Nice to see you today. Brian, glad you're here today. Nice to see your smile also. Jane, there is Dervla and Murren's grandma. Everybody say hello, grandma, coming in from New Hampshire. Hello, Carol in Connecticut, and Sheila in Florida, and Arlene in California, and Annette in California. Cricket, nice to see you today. And Pete and Janet in Toronto. And hello, we have Beth, Abbott, and somebody coming in from somewhere, and we're really glad you're here. Thank you for being here today. Trish in Victoria, Carolyn in Idaho with a sweet little puppy. Nice, I love it. Renata coming in from Wisconsin. We're glad you're back today, Renata. We've missed you and we're glad you're here. And let's see who else is here today. Hello, Anne in Maryland. Jamie in Victoria, hello. Jane also in Maryland, hello. Jane, either in Pennsylvania or the UK, who knows, hello. And Ida, hello, nice to see you today, coming in from Cambridge and maybe with Natalia and Whippy and Campbell in the background. Hello, Storm in Massachusetts. Hello, Delhi in Maryland, and lots of folks off video. There's my mom in New Jersey, and Kachina, Ellen, Caroline, Lynn in Connecticut, Kat in Vermont, Mark, Bronwyn, and maybe some more folks still popping in. I'm so glad all of you are here today to sing with us as part of our CDSS virtual Kaleidoscope Camp Week. And also as part of our Pinewoods Family Week celebration. We've had lots of folks from CDSS and from Pinewoods in the room with us this week, and it's been fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. So we have different things we're going to do and talk about, but I think we're going to start today by turning it over to Elvie and Dervla and Murren. And we're going to have some fun songs, special treats. Elvie, welcome. Dervla and Murren, hello and hello. Can you guys both wave at the camera? Currently, we can only see one of you.
I'm going to switch places with Dervla in just a minute. So she's here. This is Murren, and we're in County Clare, Ireland. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you. I'm Elvie, and Dervla's over there. She's going to be joining you in just a minute. And thank you so much, Joe, for hosting. The Daily Song is now in nearly 500 days continuously of songs every day, so we are so impressed with that, and we're really happy to collaborate with you this week for Pinewoods Family Week. And we've been enjoying songs with our great Pinewoods staff and CDSS staff all week, so we're coming to the end of it tomorrow, and we're going to be doing a fun project that we'll talk about after our song today. But today the girls and I are going to share with you a project we've been working on all week in honor of Pinewoods Family Week. And some of you might know Sam Bartlett, who could not join us this week, but he is a big fan of this project, and he's done many that inspired us in the past. So first I'm going to, before I reveal our project from the week, I'm going to teach you our song, and I hope that you will sing along with us. It's actually a spoken round, so you can just speak along with us. You don't need to sing. So this is all about using your voice as a percussive instrument. So I want you to experiment with being expressive with the sounds in this round. This is a round that I learned, if I dare to admit it, almost 25 years ago from Malcolm Dalglish and Maura Smiley at Village Harmony Camp when I was a teenager. And I love it. And it turns out we're in the dog days of summer right now, so I thought it would be appropriate to share this with you today. So I'll just go through each verse, okay? And it just repeats. There are 4 verses, and we'll do it maybe 3 times. So, but first I'll just teach you the round. So the first verse goes, woo-wee, summer dog days, ha, ha, hot in the shade. Okay, so now will you all try that with me? Woo-wee, summer dog days, ha, ha, hot in the shade. Okay, the next verse. Ice cold lemonade, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. So try that one with me. Ice cold lemonade, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Next verse. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in the thickets, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. Try that one with me. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in the thickets, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. And the last verse is, this one is also a hot, but there's one more H in it, so watch out. It goes, ha, 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 hot and sticky, sickle melts, so lick it. So try to do a sickle melts, so lick it. Just try that one more time. Sickle melts, so lick it. All right, now we are going to put on is that good for everybody? Have you all got that? Excellent. So once we start, you can come in on any part you want. Okay, they all work together. So pick a part, you can just keep going through them and it'll work. Okay, and you can sing it along with me. Now, we are going to swap around a little bit here to put on a little show for you. Okay, so Marin, will you stand up and go into your position? Dervy, will you stand up and go into your position? Okay, now, I think that's a pretty good frame. What do you think, Joe? Is that okay? Okay, super. Now, what I did is I've recorded the round, so just to show you what it sounds like as a round, and you can join in. So we'll have at least 2 parts sung by me, and then you can join in your own home to make 3 or as many as you want. I suppose 4 is the max. Okay, so here we go. Now, I'm just going to go into... All right, girls, you ready? Okay. Woo-wee, summer dog days, hot in the shade, icicle lemonade, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Woo-wee, summer dog days, hook the hose to the sprinkler in the shade, icicle lemonade, sticky, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in the thickets, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. Icicle lemonade and sticky, crescendoing cicadas out melts, so lick it. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, summer dog days, hook the hose to the sprinkler in the shade, icicle lemonade, sticky, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in thickets, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. Icicle lemonade and sticky, crescendoing cicadas, sickle melts, so lick it. Woo-wee, summer dog days, hook the hose to the sprinkler in the shade, icicle lemonade, sticky, Crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in the thickets. Hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. Hot and sticky, pop. Sickle melts, so lick it.
Woo-wee! That was fabulous. What a total special treat, you guys. That was so unexpected and glorious and amazing. And just FYI, there were folks milling around behind me singing along at different parts of the round, and it was really, really fun. Oh my goodness. Thank you so, so much. I have to say that sounds so Malcolm Douglas. Just saying, like, he is just, there is so much of his style in that, and we have to have Malcolm come sometime in the room. And I love thinking that you learned that from him and Maura Smiley, who's been in this room with us tons of time. Murrin and Dervla, did you guys draw all of that yourselves?
We colored it into, but the first picture I got some help. I drew it, but I got some help coloring with Durfee and Mommy.
Really, really special. So do you guys know what that's called, what you just showed us?
Yeah, a cranky.
A cranky. And we've had a couple of crankies in the room before here, but I think that was the most spectacular one we've ever seen. Can we all wave and show them how much we appreciated and loved that? And that was a tricky round. You guys picked a tricky one, but it's very impressive that you guys know that. And how many folks in the room were just getting it? How many folks in the room were sort of getting it? That was really fun. I hope we're going to be able to do something, maybe a little piece of it again in the end, or just all do it once through together. So let's see. How is your summer there? Are you hot in your summer there? Are you doing a lot of swimming?
Yeah, we spent most of the week swimming.
And are you eating popsicles?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So if you were here at camp, would you also be swimming?
Yes. Yeah.
And where would you be going to buy your popsicles or your ice cream bars?
They're the little thing beside at the building, the tube with all the popsicles and cold stuff.
Is that it right there?
I'm just gonna bring this
Yeah.
little.
See it in my background. Should we show it to everybody?
Oh wow!
Yeah, here you go, everybody.
There's the camp store.
Oops, whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's see if I can spotlight the camp store. Doo-doo-doo.
Yep.
Look, it's the camp store. And look, you can see a little bathroom right next to it, right here. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't see because my finger's not there. So can you guys tell me what's in that bathroom? Do you remember?
Marbles?
Yeah, one of the best ones at camp, I think, right? It's a whole big wall, and you put a marble in at the tippy top, and it goes all the way down this whole marble run and makes music on the way down, which is pretty fabulous. And I'm really, really hopeful that lots and lots of folks in this room are someday going to be dropping marbles in that marble run. So let's see, Murrin and Dervla, do you guys want to tell me what it is you miss the most about being at camp?
The food.
The food.
And also the swimming and eating. Yeah. Everyone. I loved the swimming.
Mm-hmm. And how about the friends?
Yes. Yeah. And I love making fairy houses especially.
Yeah. Oh, fairy houses. What a good thing to bring up. Let's see, Elvie, do you feel like mentioning anything about fairy houses?
Thank you. So we're doing a fairy house challenge all week. And yeah, making little houses for the fairies in the roots of the trees at Pinewoods is a tradition. And we would love it if you want to make a fairy house in your own space, since we're not together at camp this year, and send a picture. So we're posting a Facebook group that you can post them to, or you can email them to me or to Joe. And we're going to have a little preview of them, some of the ones that people have made this week today, and we're going to have a bigger slideshow of everybody's tomorrow. So come back and have a look at all the fairy houses. They're so beautiful, the ones people have been making.
So there's your little preview. Thank you, Elvie. Your little preview is 4 different fairy houses that were sent to us by folks in this room. And I'm super, super excited to show those to you. We've gotten lots of others. We're going to have some really fun slideshow tomorrow where you can see more of them. And it is not too late to still send your fairy house pictures to us. Tomorrow, the slides will say who made each fairy house and what state or country they are sitting in. So please do send us a fairy house. As you can see from that little slide I just showed, there's no right answer. It's just whatever you want to put together that you think a fairy would like to go into and live in. So, all right, let's see. Dervla and Murrin, I had one other thing I was thinking of asking you. It wasn't about swimming. It wasn't about fairy houses. Oh, no, I know what it was. Do you guys miss the dancing?
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. It's
A
not
little bit.
my favorite, but I liked it.
And Elvie, do you miss the dancing?
Oh, definitely. And the music, definitely.
So yesterday, I think a lot of you know that as a member of the Pinewoods board, I'm actually here right now for the board meeting, which I'm actually not in at this moment because I'm here with you instead. Can't say that that's not a lucky moment in my life. And so last night we had the board and some of the staff and spouses of some of the board in C# minor. And there are so many folks in the room, in the board room, who play music or who call dances, that we had our own little mini music and dance extravaganza in C# minor. And can I just say, there were people crying. I was one of them. I danced a waltz at the end of the night in which I danced the whole thing with my eyes closed, as did my partner, just to be able to focus and concentrate on the beauty of all of it, the being back in this space, but the touching of someone else and the moving to music and the hearing of the people around you whose feet were also moving to music. For all of you in this room who dance, I can't wait until you can all have your first in-person dance. And for those of you in the room who don't dance and you just sing, that's just as moving to be here again, surrounded by music. And for all of the ways we've been lucky enough to capture that in this room, the music and the movement. Does anybody remember our sit down square dance that we did once, where we all got to like swing to the left and swing to the right? And like, I'm so grateful for all of you, because you are what has sustained all of you together in this room is what has sustained a lot of us who have lived by singing and dancing before this. And I'm so grateful to everybody in this room. Elvie, do you have anything else that you would like to add to our discussion today?
Just wanted to say hi to a few really important people in the room. So my mom, the girls, Nana, is here. So hi, Mom. And my aunt and cousin, hi, Pat, and hi, Beth. They're also joining us today. So it's really nice to see you. And I would spotlight you so the girls can see you bigger, but I don't think that we need to do that right now. There they are. They're at camp. Oh, hi, Beth. Hi, Pat. Kisses for the girls.
Yeah.
Now, you might be wondering about that round a little bit. So we did a bit of research because we wondered, what are the dog days of summer? So you might already know that the dog days of summer are July 3rd to August 11th every year. And the reason it's called the dog days of summer is that during this time, the sun occupies the same region of the sky as Sirius, which is the brightest star visible from any part of the Earth. And it's part of the constellation Canis Major, which is the greater dog. And that's why Sirius is sometimes called the dog star. And of course, we have super Harry Potter fans in here, which clicked for us in a different way. So you'll know what I mean if you've read Harry Potter. So I'll just show you a quick little, here's Canis Major, the constellation, and you can see Sirius, the brightest star there. Okay, so what else did we learn about it? So in the summer, okay, Sirius rises and sets at the same time as the sun. So yesterday, July 23rd, it rose and set at exactly the same time as the sun. So the ancient Romans misunderstood. They thought that the alignment of Sirius and the sun was why these days are so much hotter, the hottest days of the year, which isn't true. of the years. It's not true, but that's where the term comes from. So they called it the dog days of summer. So there you go. That's your factoid for the day.
Thank you, Elvie. That's spectacular. And a great learning lesson. I always love when there's the little educational components here in the daily. I just want to say that there are a lot of compliments about the cranky in the chat, including someone who said, let's see, Susan G said it was an audio-visual spectacle. And Carolyn, who said a cranky that made me completely uncranky. That's pretty good. You guys are pretty magical. And then there was something, and Ida said that her favorite marble machine is the one in the dining room. So there is a spectacular one in the dining room. And do you want to know the silliest thing that made me almost start to cry? Was the sound of the dinner bell. Do you guys miss the sound of the dinner bell? Yeah. We had a little breakfast this morning and a little breakfast bell. So how long has it been, Myrn and Dervla, since you've actually seen your grandma, Jane, who is in New Hampshire?
Maybe a year and a half.
That's a long time, isn't it? And you used to spend a lot of time with her in the summer here, right?
Yeah. Usually, almost every summer and almost every Christmas, we visited her, or she visited us.
So that's one of the things it's hard to find a silver lining about, is the people who we still have not been able to see because they're far away or they're over borders. And it's actually a good thing, I think, in the middle of thinking about summer, to think about all of the things that we might be able to recoup in some way, and then those things that we really just can't really recoup, and that we're still waiting, many of us, for the ability to have the connection moment that will make us smile or cry with joy. And I see the faces of folks in this room who I also know have not seen their grandchildren in long periods of time. I'm sending out a lot of heart and a lot of love to all of you. So I'm wondering, Elvie, what do you think? Could we do the song again, or is that too much? It's too much? Oh, you're muted, so hang on. Yeah.
We'd be happy to do the song again.
Okay. So can you move the cranky any closer? Can we try and balance out the screen this time? I'm going to put you on.
Do you want to do the cranky again? Should I rewind it?
Oh, I think so. If you're okay with that. Are you girls okay with that?
Do you have any more announcements, Joe? Because it'll take me
The announcement I'm going to make is that if there's anything in the world that I could pick to do a second time right now at this minute, it would be to see all of those beautiful drawings again while listening to those beautiful voices singing the song. And maybe I could suggest to everyone that you go back right now. Erin, if you could repost the lyrics, which you've already done, thank you. Go back and review the lyrics for a minute, so that maybe this time you can get a little bit more, or at least I should say a little bit more than I got last time. And let's see, I'll also take a moment to look around the room and see who else. So I know we have Ida and Whitby and Natalia. Hello, Natalia, I see you. And Campbell, who are Pinewoods Family Week regulars. Of course, this week, we are celebrating not only the Pinewoods Family Camp, which is what would normally be here right now this week. We are celebrating all of the CDSS virtual programming. And there is a link in the chat where you can see whatever is left still before the week closes tomorrow. And tomorrow, the spectacle in this room is going to be that I'm going to be sitting here right next to Katie Martucci, who I've never met. And we're going to be having a song with Katie tomorrow. She's been with us in other CDSS weeks. She's actually here for the Harmony Week. And all week long this coming week, I'm hoping to be bringing special unexpected surprises in the background of my screen while all of the Harmony folks are here. So right now there's only a handful of board members here, but by this afternoon, by this evening, there's going to be a camp full of people. Yeah, can't wait to see camp back in action again in all of its beauty and all of its glory. And I joke a lot about the Daily Antidote of Song camp here at Pinewoods, only as I love to say, I'm not joking. So stay tuned for whatever wonky idea I can come up with next. All right, Dervla and Murrin. Let's see, I think I see, is that Dervla's shirt? Oh, and now I think I see Murrin's. So we don't have your heads this time if the cranky is closer. So that's a tough call there. Like, do we want, oh, look at that. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So after the end of it, you guys have to poke your heads back in so we can see your glorious, beautiful selves. All right. Elvie, whenever you are ready.
Woo! Summer dog days, hot in the shade, icicle lemonade, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, summer dog days, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. Ice cold lemonade, and sticky, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in the thickets, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. Ice cold lemonade and sticky, crescendoing cicadas sickle melts, so lick it. Woo! Summer dog days, hook the hose to in the shade. Icicle lemonade, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in the thickets, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. Icicle lemonade and sticky, crescendoing cicadas sickle melts, so lick it. Woo! Summer dog days, hook the hose to the sprinkler in the shade. Ice cold lemonade, crescendoing cicadas out in the glade. Kat-t-t-t-tydids, crickets in the thickets, hook the hose to the sprinkler and the spigot. And sticky, pop, sickle melts, so lick it.
Woo-wee! Thank you again, guys. So yeah, let's see Dervla and Murren's faces again. I'm gonna spotlight you guys for a minute so everybody can see you. Can you wave to everybody? And actually, Murren, can you wave so everybody sees who Murren is? And Dervla, can you wave so everybody sees who Dervla is? We all can't wait to see you guys again in this room at some point or another. You guys have been such great participants in the Daily Antidote of Song, and we've loved getting to watch you grow over the past 17 months and become more and more and more the amazing little people that you are. And Mom over there in the background, thank you also for preparing such a beautiful, beautiful ride for the Daily Antidote of Song today. Guys, can we all please thank them so they can now see us, I think, right? So can you guys see everybody waving and waving? Yeah, that's a lot of thank yous coming right your way. So Elvie, is there anything else we should announce or say?
I think that's everything.
Okay, so please join us tomorrow for another great day. And please remember to check out whatever the CDSS programming is that's still going on. I'm not actually sure if there's anything else tonight, but certainly you can come back here tomorrow for the last day of our CDSS virtual kaleidoscope week here in the Daily Antidote of Song. And we're going to say goodbye to all the folks out on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please join us tomorrow and every day for the rest of this month and the next month and all the other months for more great music and hopefully very soon for more with Dervla and Murren and Elvie. Thank you again, gang. Lots of love to you. Bye, Facebook.